everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. So this week will be roughly for the period of the 29th to the 4th of April, and will be for the sign of Leo. So, Leo, remember these readings are only general. They may not resonate with you. If not, check out other aspects of your natal chart or move on to another reader, your choice. And do remember that the readings flip-flop, so sometimes I can be reading for the cross-watcher. I am using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black here. Okay, so we have the World card coming out here. So the World card often talks of travel. So I don't think many of you will be travelling at the moment, although there may be some of you who are returning home from travel. But this is about closing down cycles. I feel that you've recognised some sort of patterns in your life that you realise that need to go. So sometimes we do things on repeat, and then one day we wake up and we think, that keeps happening. Why does it keep happening? Why do I keep meeting the same person with a different face? Why do I keep putting up with people treating me the way I am? Why do I keep finding jobs where I don't really have any job satisfaction? Whatever it is for you, you're closing something down here. There could have been some conflict here. You've walked away from something here that was no longer serving you. Now, it may not have been something you wanted to do, but I feel that you've done it for the right reasons. You may have come into this sort of idea and thinking that it's better off being without whatever it is. You could have walked away from a job, a relationship. You've seen through the veil here. So you've seen through the illusion. You're making your mind up. You're taking charge of your life. And you are moving into a time where you have gone back to your roots here. So you're understanding you don't want to fight anymore. You're understanding that you don't want to do what you're doing. You've walked away from something knowing that you just want to go back to how it was. You don't want to be constantly fighting here for a result. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. So I'd say you've either had some sort of epiphany or some sort of wake-up moment here. When the Hanged Man comes in, it usually talks about having an energy of something happening to sort of spur you into a different place. Sometimes it's somebody talking to you or saying something. Sometimes it's your own take on a situation, but you're looking for enlightenment here. You're looking for a different way of doing things. If you've been cycling or going through patterns in your life, it might be that you're trying to find out how to be more aware of what you're doing, because you're walking away, you're seeing it now. You're seeing through the veil. Okay, and you're ready to move forward here with this Three of Wands. So what you've been seeing, this energy of what's gone in the past, this energy of going round and round in circles, not finding exactly what you want and being unsatisfied by things. You are finally leaving this behind. You're embracing a new life here. The universe is offering you a new opportunity to see things differently. Wow, okay, so Three of Pentacles here. So for some of you, this is giving away work and moving into your own business. Now, as I said, the world isn't ready for this at the moment, but I feel like you're already coming to this realization through this time. So it could have been that you've been laid off from work, or you've lost your job, or you've had to leave a job behind, and there's a sense of relief here. But I feel like on the other side of this, you're going to do something completely different because you're following your life path here. Okay, look at this. Okay, so you are really starting to understand your power. You're really looking at this from a very logical perspective, and it needed that. I think that you may have been following, you know, the idea of money was important. I needed to have this particular lifestyle. I needed to have this relationship. But now you're prepared to take out of your life whatever you don't need anymore. You're taking on this very logical approach. And you're saying, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to do things differently from here on inwards. So for some of you, it is about work and about money. I feel like you've probably been doing things because it has served you to do them the way you are. So you may be a provider, but you're walking away because what you've been doing is you may have been earning the money. You may have been doing, you know, being a good partner, a good husband, a good father, but you're not emotionally fulfilled by what you're doing here. And this is your card, the Sun. So there's sort of like this feeling that you know that there's more happiness on the other side of the wall. I feel like you're up on a ladder looking over the top of something and seeing something on the other side. And it's not about the grass being greener. This is about seeing more opportunities by following what you want instead of what you need. So it's about putting your own desires in front of you. Okay, so you have a brand new start. So you've taken up this sword, you've realized your truth, and you're now moving in a completely different direction. This idea of having stability here could be about a marriage as well. But you're definitely letting something go here, Leo. Whatever it is for you, you're letting something go because it no longer satisfies and fulfills what your journey is. You're on a different path now. You're giving away this cycling, this idea of it may be that you've been in a relationship or a job because you thought you had to be there. It may be that you had believed that, you know, committing to something or being with someone or being in a job was the right thing to do, and you may have grown up with this idea of loyalty and you've run yourself to the bone and it's not really working. So it's like you're giving away these old ideas, these old thoughts, these old patterns, and you're moving into a new world. Okay, so I have you closing out cycles. I feel like you're walking away from something that may have created a lot of conflict. I feel that you've seen through the veil, you've seen through the illusion. You're coming up as the King of Wands here. So I feel like you may have recognized these patterns from your childhood, but you're taking control of your own life now. You're no longer being this wounded warrior. You're walking into new times. You're allowing this past energy to go. You no longer need it in your life. You're starting anew. You have this sword. You have the clarity you need. You know at the other side of the wall there's this sunshine, this happiness, and you're looking out towards it now, trying to bring it in. Beautiful reading here, Leo. It's fantastic that you have seen that something you've been doing over and over again has got you nowhere. It's that saying about, you know, doing something over and over again expecting a different result. And of course it's not. So beautiful. Okay, because I have the card of the sacrifice here. So this is card 44. Okay. The sacrifice asks that you offer to Spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar of which you've been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. So what this talks about is clinging to old forms, clinging to old ideas, and sacrificing yourself and your dreams for too long. This is about re-educating yourself to your journey and making sure that you open doors to infinite wealth. So you've been holding back too long, Leo. The world has been waiting for you and you've been holding back. You've been going through the motions and going nowhere. So that is the sacrifice. Thanks. Have a great week.